TikTok live. Good morning, afternoon, depending on where you are. I am on my lunch break, and TikTok is telling me that there's a little bit of gap in terms of content for vinyl. And guess what I do? I collect vinyl. I'm a huge vinyl collector, and I think I'm going to start sharing that with you. So every day on my lunch break, I'm going to take 10 minutes, and we're going to look at one of my pieces of vinyl, and I'm going to share it with you, and we'll talk about why it's important to me, and you guys can tell me what you think of it, like it, hate it, what have you. Drop some comments. Certainly I'd be thankful if you provided any, what are they called, diamonds? I don't know. I'm still learning about the live thing. But anyway, here is a quick pan of my collection. I'm sitting down, so. Some of you may have noticed that Beatles butcher cover, and I'll just tell you right now, no, it is not an authentic butcher cover. It's a fake. Nonetheless, I wanted something like that in my collection. So let's pull one out. Let's talk about it. Oh boy. Here's a good one. Okay. So this album is called, this is a special DJ record of the Residents' alleged music. Who are the Residents? Let me show you the record. It's a little bit dusty, and it probably should be in a sleeve. So that kind of shows you that I should put it in a sleeve. But anyway, so if we're looking at it, the Residents, who are the Residents? That's the big question, isn't it? Nobody knows who the Residents are. That's not true. If you really are a Residents fan, you know who they are. But the Residents are folks who, an artist collective that originally, hi Subaru, thank you for joining. The Residents are an artist collective that originated in Louisiana, but were based out of San Francisco for many, many years. And they have hundreds and hundreds of albums as well as art to go along with it. If you look them up on Spotify or if you look them up on any of the major music channels, you'll see that they are an artist collective. Well, what's cool about this particular album, I'm going to show it again, that I'm really excited about, is that it is essentially a greatest hits album. The special DJ record is sort of like a spoof because no radio station would ever actually would ever actually play the Residents on maybe college radio. But the cool thing about this particular album is there were only I want to say only 20,000 units created. And this one is number 29. So I'd like to think that that's something special. Looking at the track listing of the record, Yes, Yes, Yes is on there from the album Fingerprints. Some of the other highlights are Semolina from Duck Stab, probably their most famous record. Never Known Questions from the Not Available record. A lot of their albums are concept albums that have significant stories behind them. But all the major players, John Fishman from Fish, certainly Les Claypool, are big fans. And they do multimedia. And when I say multimedia, I mean the old definition of multimedia, right? Which is, we have a live show. For those of you who don't know the Residents are the guys who walk around with the big eyeballs on their head. Thank you for the hearts there. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Kenzo. Thank you, Grumpy Trav, for joining. Thank you, Christian, for the rose. Appreciate it. And they're the ones who do the kind of dances and the shows, and they have a very specific choreographed show that goes along with every album that they do put out. I love this album because it was honestly my first introduction. Since then, I've collected at least 7 or 8 different records, certainly Duck Stab, certainly their first record, which I'm just going to show you really quick because it kind of excites me. Does look like, let's see if I can find it here. There it is. Looks like the cover of one of the original Beatles albums. For many, many years, folks thought that one of the members of the Beatles were in the Residents, but that was not the case. There's still lore that says that John Lennon had been involved, but let me show you. If you remember the Beatles album called Meet the Beatles, the Residents' first record is called Meet the Residents and is a play on that album cover. So here's what it looks like. You see that? There we go. So they kind of distorted their faces and everything like that. Now, if you're looking to hear songs, if you go out and start listening to the Residents and you're looking to hear songs that are like have hooks or have like some sort of a feel or vibe to them, you're in the wrong place. The Residents are an artist collective. The music is non-linear. It's out there. It's textural. It's non-melodic, if you will. If you are a studied musician and you listen to it, you might go, what in the living hell is this? I like the fact that it is atypical, and I like the fact that it's out there. And so specifically this album, and I'm going to take it out of its sleeve here. I love that it's in this white color. And I also love the fact that it says, please don't steal it. Because how are you going to steal a vinyl record? You can certainly steal digital. We've been doing that for years, right? But how are you going to steal a record? I don't know. Does anybody on this list know how people steal records other than literally shoplifting? I don't know. But anyway, so it's sort of a joke. The Residents are very weird. What I'd like now for you to do is, do we have any Residents fans for folks who are watching this live broadcast right now? And if you do, can you leave me a comment, or can you comment so we can have a conversation really quick as I put this back in? Okay. All right, cool. So I am for those of you who don't know me, I am a professional musician of many, many years. I don't practice playing out like I used to. I'm an analyst by day, and on my lunch break I try to do these live shows. But as a drummer of 30 years, when I first started listening to music, I was trying to learn how to play, right? I was trying to study all the greats. And one of the cool things I think I talked about this on one of my last live broadcasts, is how your tastes in music change as you learn more. And one of the things that I appreciate about this record is the lack of prolific playing. And this has nothing to do with being a good musician when you listen to the Residents. I encourage you to get up on Spotify, get up on whatever your preferred listening platform is, and listen to some of that stuff. It's going to be difficult to listen to in the beginning. It just is. It's very atonal and out there and goofy. I'm just going to click the say hi button because I don't see a name, but I see Walter joined. I see Pat Dan Mac joined. Thank you. I see Briar, thank you for hopping in. I think I saw your profile recently. Anyway, so it's going to be atonal. It's going to be weird. It's going to be out there. But give yourself a second. Appreciate the art. Appreciate the artistry. Appreciate the longevity of their careers. Most of it's self-funded. And the fact that they have been true bohemians that haven't adhered to any scene or style or movement. The Residents are the Residents. So I'm just going to flash the album one more time. I'm really proud of this one. Again, this is called This is a Special DJ Record of the Residents. Can you see that? Let me see if I can. There we go. And again, just a reminder that I'm very lucky because this is, let's see, shows backwards, number 29 of like 20,000. So I lucked out on Record Store Day for that one. I don't normally collect on Record Store Day. I think you'll find that as we do this series, vinyl, that I'm an atypical collector. The idea of buying a record and not opening it to listen to it is sacrilegious to me. Like, why not? Like, I want to hear it. I want to hear what's cool about it. I want to see the inside of it. I want to read the liner notes. I want to see the color of the wax. I want to know about the process. I want to know about it all. So anyway, vinyl. We're going to do it on my lunch break every single day, and I'm going to pick a new record until I run out of records, which is going to be a long time from now. So shoot me a note. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love to get a conversation going about records. What records do you love? What records do you collect? And we'll go from there. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say peace. Thank you to everybody who joined. I see we got like 50 or 60 people on here. That makes me super happy. I'm going to say hi to everybody. I see Lil Mace. I see Jern. I see James. I see Joseph joined. Exclamation. We'll say hi there. Again, thank you to everybody who joined. I see Pat, Dan, Mac. Thank you all so much. I'm grateful, and I will repost this as a video as well so that we can have a bit of a series going. I haven't hit 1,000 followers yet, but I'm pretty darn close. And I know you have to have like a business account to create playlists, which I think is hokey. I'd like to create a playlist for this, but we'll pin them. I got 2 new messages here. What are we saying? Oh, looks like these are invites. It says invite folks. I'm not going to invite because we're signing off now, but I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say thank you. As I learn more about live, I'm going to ask you guys questions, and I look forward to having dialogue with you. I love vinyl. I love the scratchy fireplace sound. I love collecting weirdo albums. I love collecting collectible albums. I love collecting things that are valuable. I love collecting things that are not valuable, that tug on my own heartstrings. I love music. And so that's why I'm going to do this. So vinyl, signing off. Peace. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunlight wherever you are. And we'll talk tomorrow.